That's it, Sibo.
Sibo, I was going to call you, give you the big handle, Mr. Sibo.
No, Sibo is all right.
All right, Sibo. Sibo, we heard about the news of Mr. Yes, of course, Garfield Sobers passing. What can you tell us about it?
Well, the news came out this morning. He died about 9 o'clock this morning. His son, Daniel, who lived with him, was there at the time when he died. And he was ailing for a while, Matt. That I can tell you. He had been sick for a while. He had been sick for a while. And many people are not surprised. But when you know somebody's sick, even if you know that, and they die, and this is a great loss. This guy is Garfield Sobers is what you call the real legend, a true legend in Caribbean cricket. This is a man who made Caribbean people proud for decades. It's like the Mighty Sparrow. Before Sir Viv and Brian Lara, all you heard about was Sir Garfield Sobers. And people who grew up around the time when he was playing wanted to be like Sir Gary. And that's how big this guy was. As you know, he was a national hero of Barbados. In fact, the Prime Minister of Barbados this morning addressed the nation on that. So that's how this guy was. Sir Garfield Sobers, a true legend, a man who made people proud all over the globe, man.
So his legacy, of course, will continue to reign.
Always will. Sir Garfield Sobers will always be. Although, matter what I say to you, people who grow up now don't really know much about Sir Gary. Even probably some of the players who play now who probably don't even know about Sir Gary, because you know about young people now. It's like Matt now. All you hear people talking about Messi. Messi was the greatest, this and that. But they forget about Pele, a man who won 3 World Cups at 17 years. He won the first World Cup. Messi has only won 1. So all you hear people talking about, Messi, the greatest. Similarly, like Sir Garfield Sobers, that people forget about. All you hear people talk about Brian Lara, something. But Sir Garfield Sobers was the guy who paved the trail for many years for Caribbean people.
And he will always be remembered, Sibo. Always remembered.
Always will. And Matt, I remember, when I worked in the sports division for about 10 to 12 years, every year I went to Barbados with a team, Sir Garfield Sobers tournament. And many times I went at his home in Highgate. We'd have little functions and we'd go there. And it's the kind of knowledge the guy had. And such a nice person. You sit down with him and all his greatness, he never felt he was too big to engage people, and that's how big this guy was. And it's just a sad loss for world cricket, really.
All right, Sibo, thank you very much. It appears that he'll surely be missed in cricket in the Caribbean, for sure.
Oh, definitely. No question about that. No question.
All right, so Sibo, thank you. Right. Thank you. Let's do one from Mighty Sparrow, 1966. He wrote this one, Sir Garfield Sobers, before we move on. That was Lockett Sebastian, the host of Sports Rap, sharing the sad news.
Who's the greatest cricketer of the times? Anyone can tell you it's the great Sir Garfield Sobers. This handsome Babajan lad really knows his work. Batting a bowling, he's a cricket king. No joke. 3 cheers for Captain Sobers. With no lose respect, the cards are always pleased. With the greatest team on earth. But the West Indies, and like Butcher, Joe Solomon, Kanaya Davis, and those are Rodriguez, Conrad White Gibbs.
1966. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt was just telling me to tell you about that song. You know I know those songs. Oh. I have volume.
Oh, he was your boyfriend too?
Not even
Australia, don't mind your loss. Better next time.
Hello, talk to me, yes? Yes. How old? I'll just find it out for you. Okay, I'll find out for you. Thank you. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yeah, Garfield Sobers was 89.
It was 89. Okay, thank you.
I just want to piggyback on something Sibo said, and I'll continue that on Sports Rap.
Yes.
Because in my mid-40s, I might look like I'm 27. But in a few steps from now, I 60 got spare. A lot of people is the same thing like what Sibo talk about the football. Now, LeBron James is the greatest thing. The momentum of basketball is to win a trophy. No player cannot be greater than You see my boy with the 11 rings from Boston Celtics and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That is it. You cannot, even Kobe Bryant and them have 5 rings. You cannot have 4 and a man have 11 rings and you're greater than him. He's not back to front or inside out to be. Oh, LeBron is the best. He complete everything. He have 4 rings. Michael Jordan have 6 out of 8. Oh, LeBron can even be greater than him. What about Bossman from Boston Celtics that have 11? And Bossman Bill Russell, LeBron cannot even dream to walk on the tackle. So what Thibaut said there is the real thing. There's no way Brian Lara and Viv can be better than Sir Garfield Sobers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 1986.
Australia, Australia, don't mind you lost. Next time. From the time the series started in Jamaica, we proved that Australia was strong, but only on paper. Before testing Barbados, they pulled the scoreboard. Rohan Singh carry up the score. Oh Lord, 3 cheers for Nelson Carney. Special praise to Conrad Hunter. Oh, yeah. Brian Davis, Solomon, Lance Smith, Hendricks and Bassett, Busher. All the boys fought gallantly under Soma's captaincy. So hip hip hooray for a glorious victory. Australia, you lost the West Indies. It's Boss Warren Trophy. We lost. You say you lost. You know you lost. Come on. Australia, speak you. Australia, don't mind you lost. Next time.
Those of you who remember the legend Sir Garfield Sobers, please feel free to call. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yeah, my brother, what's up?
Okay, bro. How you doing?
Well, them fellas there was in the time when things were grooming up, you know what I mean? As look at Sebastian says, look at Sebastian used to play in the botanical garden, kept chasing man, with Sapakatom great cricket going on. I don't really know what's going on now. But this man was a good man. This man was a team player. It took West Indies to stand up in the center. All that time I don't like cricket, you understand? But when West Indies batting, I want to watch West Indies bat. When they bowling, I'll hear how much shooting or whatever, you understand? So I say all that to say that, you know, we must put things in place. We must put things in place for when our legends die. We can know what happened and we have a little portrait somewhere of who used to play there or whatever. Because you hear what happened just now there? Me more talking about the man that played good cricket for Barbados. I ain't the old Prime Minister never talk about people who play for the Dominican. You ain't know people who play Dominican in Barbados. You know everybody because you won't have them on for the fun time. So we call you on those in authority, we go put something in place. Okay? But all came to Shagan and Sebastian. If Sebastian passed away, nobody knows Sebastian. But Sebastian is the man who groomed the boys to play Dominica. And a lot of people don't know about Sebastian. You know Sebastian on Punch Sports Club. You know Sebastian.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Bajan. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes,
Matt, good afternoon to you. And how are you? As usual, Matt, how are you?
Good afternoon to you. Doing well this afternoon, yes?
Matt Sobers, oh man, that is the greatest legend. That is the greatest all-rounder cricket has ever seen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what they might say about good all-rounders or good cricketers, Sobers was special, Matt. Matt, I can never forget I think it was 1966, when West Indies was in trouble in England. I can't remember if it's at Lord's, right? But it's a long time now. And Sobers and his cousin Holford, they came in the week. West Indies had no hope at the time. And when Holford joined Sobers, Matt, those fellas said, I think they put a partnership of over 200, you know, Matt. And I can't remember if West Indies win the match. But, Matt, I can recall that one. And, Matt, the amount of time Sobers saved West Indies, man. With this different partnership, Matt, this one is great, man. And what I can recall about him, he always have his collars up, eh? Mm-hmm. Sobers, we used to come to the wicket with his collars right up, man. You know?
So yeah, but may he still rest in peace, man.
All right, thank you very much. Let's listen to a little message there from the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, on the passing of Mr. Sobers.
My fellow Barbadians, friends of Barbados, and lovers of cricket in every corner of the world, this is a solemn hour for our nation. It is with profound sadness that I now advise the people of Barbados, the region, and the wider cricketing world of the passing of the Right Excellent Sir Garfield St. Albans Sobers, our beloved Sir Gary. Across Barbados and across the world, we hold him with gratitude, with reverence, and with the tender sorrow that comes when a people have to say farewell to one of their greatest sons. Sir Garfield St. Albans Sobers, our Sir Gary, did not begin life among privilege or parade. He began in Walcott Avenue, Baylan, a boy of Barbados, shaped by family, community, loss, discipline, and faith. He traveled from Baylan to Kensington, from Kensington to Sabina Park, and onto the world stage, carrying his country, Barbados, carrying the West Indies, and carrying the Caribbean as a whole with distinction. Long before people spoke about the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the Mighty Sparrow settled the debate in song. He asked, who is the greatest cricketer on Earth or Mars? Anyone can tell you it is the great Sir Garfield Sobers. Sir Gary is remembered as the greatest cricketer, the greatest all-rounder the world has ever seen. Not simply because of his records, but because he became the standard by which greatness would forever be measured. We remember the image of Sir Gary kneeling less than a mile from where he was born to receive his knighthood from Queen Elizabeth, knowing full well that his people had already crowned him in their hearts. For many years, Sir Gary was our only living national hero, though the world had already recognized him long before we in Barbados made it official. There is a story from Swansea in 1968 that still feels larger than sport. On the fifth ball of that immortal over, Roger Davis held the catch. Then the momentum carried him beyond the rope. The boundary itself could not contain Sir Gary. That was his life. Every innings, however great, must at some point come to a close. The finest innings do not end in silence. They end with the whole ground rising and with a grateful people saying, thank you, and yes, we love you. I had the opportunity to speak to his children, and I therefore publicly now say that on behalf of the government and people of Barbados, I extend my deepest condolences to them, to Matthew, to Daniel, to Genevieve, and to his stepchildren, Stuart and Patricia, children of Sir Gary's long-standing partner, Jackie White, who predeceased him. To his grandchildren, we say we are so sorry, especially Gabriel, who lived with him. I also extend our condolences to his former wife, the mother of his children, Prue, and to his younger brother, Cecil, who we all know as Saul, and to his wider family and loved ones, friends, cricket lovers, cricketers, admirers across Barbados, the Caribbean, and the world. The government of Barbados has declared today, July 17th, a day of national mourning. There will also be a day of national mourning on the day of the internment of Sir Garfield Sobers. On these 2 days, there will be no official functions. The flag will immediately flown at half-staff and will remain so until the interment of Sir Gary. Further information regarding the place and date of the state funeral and all other arrangements will be provided by Senator Lisa Cummins, who has been given the responsibility of coordinating the funeral with Cabinet Office and the Barbados Defence Force. Sir Gary, Barbados stands for you. The West Indies stands for you. The world stands for you. For an innings that was so well played, Sir Gary. So well played. We will always love you.
That was the Prime Minister of Barbados.
Who's the greatest cricketer of all time? Anyone can tell you it's the great so baffling sobers. This handsome Babajan lad really knows his work. Batting a bowling, he's a cricket king. No joke. 3 cheers for Captain Sobers. With no lose respect, the class are always pleased. With the greatest team on earth, but the West Indies.
Back then, it was all about West Indies cricket, not any individual, and that's why those guys were very successful. And West Indies was legendary. Remember, also back then, there were no helmets, only regular cricket caps. Yes, indeed, he was the greatest to have ever played the game of cricket.
Them Australian jokers said don't catch Henry to protect the batsman from home. And Charlie Griffith, I felt so sorry for Simpson. He tried but it failed. Griffith and Hall, like rain. 3 cheers for Hall and Griffith. Only when Australia make it big, Bryant. When he was facing Griffith and Hall, he so to be quiet. When no did real fast bowling, you should see him ducking. And then the very guy telling so much light, the one of Griffith shocking. Australia lost the West Indies, lost the trophy. Belong to us. I say you know you lost. Australia,
I know one who will remember Sir Gaffer Sobers. It's the illustrious Mr. Ozzy Lewis. He's on the telephone at this time. Ozzy, good afternoon to you. How you doing?
I just heard that news a while ago,
and
I just could not believe it. I mean, I knew Sobers was an elderly person, close to 90 by now, but I never knew he was ill, and I heard of his news of his death. Shocked me. I stayed sitting there after I heard it back, and I tried to process this thing. Man,
was that
for cricket? I mean, easily to me, Sobers was growing up.
Something is going on with your telephone. Yes.
Sobers was my hero. I just love this man. Right now, I feel very sad as a time. Sobers, I mean, 3 years done. Unbelievable. This one was just fantastic.
What do you remember about him? Moment.
He was picked up as a bowler at the number 9. He rose up to bat. Openly batted at times, bat 3, 4. Number 6 became his favorite spot for a long time. He could bowl fast, medium pace. He could bowl orthodox spin bowling. He could bowl unorthodox spin, Chinaman. Sobers could do anything. As a fielder, he could fill in his slips, one of the best ever seen. Anywhere. This man was truly the greatest. And when he broke Sir Len Hatton's record in 1958, I think it was, against Pakistan, he scored 365 not out. Batting with him. And Sobers broke Len Hatton's record. On and on and on. Captain the West Indies. And I don't think he was the very best captain. You speak of great captains. But I can tell you, when Sobers is considered the mighty Sparrow, another great West Indian, regardless he says to the greatest on the earth or Mars, anywhere in the world. So it is very shocking. I mean, it's real. You have to pass on, but I can tell you, he was not. I just met him, but I can tell you, this man will live on forever. Matt, it is shocking news to me, and it has disturbed me because I love this man as a cricketer. I just love the Garfield Sobers.
Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you for your tribute this afternoon there to the 90s post. Sir Garfield Sobers, huh?
Who's the greatest cricketer on earth? Come on. Anyone can tell you it's the great So Garfield Sobers. This handsome Babajan lad really knows his work. He's a cricket king, no joke.
Another point of view, Matt. Sir Gary, most likely the best cricketer ever. Batting, bowling, pace and spin, and catching close to the wicket in the slips, huh? Even kept wicket for some time. Was also captain, but I just heard Ozzy say he was not always the best captain, but clearly a legendary cricketer.
Australia, speak your mind. Australia, don't mind your loss. Remember next time.
He would have turned 90 on the 28th of July.
Them Australian children said don't cry, who protected batsmen from all.
First man to hit sixes, huh? In an over.
He tried but in vain. Griffith and Hall, set to fall like rain. 3 cheers for Hall and Griffith. Only when Australia make it beat Ryan. When he was facing Griffith and Hall, he saw no wind fire. When Odin made real fast bowling, you should see him ducking. And then the very guy telling so much light, and the one of Griffith shocking. Australia lost the West Indies, lost the trophy. Belong to us. I say you know you lost. Australia, speak your mind. Australia, don't mind your loss. Never next time.
Someone says this is how a man is supposed to be honored in his country. Dominica doesn't respect the people. Person says, read it loudly. Hello, talk to me, yes? You talking about the tribute? Yes, hello, yes. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah, Matt.
Okay.
That's sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest of them. That's the greatest of the great. Batting, bowling, and fielding. And I must say the great Sobers.
For some reason, you listen to your telephone or your radio, not me. Call back and turn down the volume, okay? All right, Dominica, 449-3095-96 and 97. When you come back, Dominica, of course, we're expecting a guest in a few minutes. The great Sir Garfield Sobers. Let's go back to the subject at hand. Dominicans have been encouraged to confirm. Let's go back to that.
As we enter the final quarter of the voter confirmation period, the Electoral Office is reminding all eligible electors that time is running out to get confirmed. The voter confirmation period began on October 15th, 2025, and will officially end on October 15th, 2026. This means there are only about 90 days remaining for the eligible persons to get confirmed. It's important to remember that if you are not confirmed by the end of the confirmation period, your name will not remain on the voters list. This means you will not be eligible to vote in village council elections or general elections until your status is restored under the law. So don't wait until the last minute. Even after you submit your application, it must go through a verification process before it can be approved. The earlier you apply, the more time there is for the process to be completed. To apply for voter confirmation, you simply need a valid government ID, issued ID, and a witness from your polling district. If you do not have a valid ID, you can still apply using an affidavit signed by the Justice of Peace or a notary public or a commission of oaths, along with a passport-size photo and your birth certificate. Also, towards the end of the process, we expect there will be an increase in the number of applications. So we encourage persons or everyone to avoid the last-minute rush. Take about 30 minutes out of your day and secure your opportunity to exercise one of the most important democratic rights.
Okay, go get confirmed today. Don't wait for the last minute. Here's some reactions, huh?
Good afternoon, Matt. I listened to the lady talking about reconfirm. But since last year, I reconfirmed.
Reconfirmed, yes.
And they take out my picture, said it's for a voter ID card. Up till now, I have not received a voter ID card, neither can I see my name on the list they sent out. I search and search and search, and my name is not there. So I want to know, what can I do? Please.
All right, so let's go back. 449, Auntie, you need to answer some questions here. So a few people have, registered or confirmed since last year, and they have not received their voting cards. How soon can they expect it? On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, my brother, you don't know this thing. Man, that's a serious thing, You see, they're talking about confirm and reconfirm. But remember, you have stopped the process. Now, after you starting it back again, you want to rush the people and say, you don't have too much time. Yes, you're still saying there is a little time to review before you get an ID. Man, as that scripting you play there or whatever you play there, it is real. It is real. That's why I always have to call on the Prime Minister. And people tell me, don't call the Prime Minister, but he's my Prime Minister. He runs things. And he told me that he's going to put the country on a new level. So everything he put it on a new level. Everything, is he that beveling it? Is he that everything he that doing it? No, it cannot be so. If it's confirmed, then you go there this month, and then when you go this month, by the end of the month, so something have to be going on, the ID there, you have the records, you have everything. Oh, that is a holdback, that is a strategy. So within the time that the election is going to call in itself, a lot of people going to fall short because when they believe they confirm, it's first communion they let them make.
All right, caller. Thank you very much. Now, I'm hearing a lot of irregularities. People have been reporting so much is going on in the electoral office. I'm hoping that Anthea can join us soon and clarify some of the issues. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
My beloved brother, blessings to you, bro.
Blessings to you. Blessings, yes.
Are you related to Garfield?
No, I'm not.
You know I was talking like a Bajan just now. They know the Kabwe man.
The Kabwe man.
Matt, I know of a couple. They registered as a couple, Matt. Both of them went the same time, the same date, the same hour, according to Paben, a second at a time, Matt. Matt, do you know the husband name disappeared and the wife name is there, Matt?
I don't know that. No, I didn't know that.
No, Matt, he spoke to me in confidentiality in front of his daughter.
Okay.
His wife went out and do a message, and the man told me he and his wife went and reconfirmed, Matt. And he now go back there, check in, even asking about his ID and all of that. So he's saying when they're going to get the ID. So they check. They say, but your wife's name there, your name is not there. When they were reconfirmed simultaneously together at the same time, Matt, whatever the case were. Matt, that's what I'm saying. UWP is in shambles. It's in fragmentation, Matt. I cannot believe Matt Skerritt might just call a general election. You see all that foolishness you remember he talked about revert to the old list, Matt. Can you remember the press conference?
Mm-hmm.
I think, were you the one who spoke about it, Matt? And then at the same time he said that, he said, but there might not be an old list to revert to. Matt, can you remember that next statement, Matt?
Mm-hmm, I remember.
But can you imagine what man of criminality and insanity Chichi is driven by, Matt? Disregard Chichi. I don't know who's Chichi. Matt, I am just saying, you see the churches that know all about heaven and hell. You see the influential people who maintain in their persistent silence for 26 years. We give thanks, Matt. When that brother, we thought he would not say nothing. Can you recall the brother say, you have been writing all along, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
And when they think they could use one of the letters which he wrote to commend Dominicans and the government for our resilience after Maria, they take the man letter and go massacre and trying to play telele pom pom. Then he said, telele. The man say, you know something? Well, but I know, intelligent people are not as dumb as I am, Matt. So they will not, they can say, oh, I'll say that, and then so whatever strategy the brother is using, do what you have to do, maintain your integrity, maintain your safety and security. You're dealing with criminals. So first and foremost, I want to caution you there. So Matt, I am just saying, Dominicans have, Matt, leadership is you, is me, is Sheridan Gregoire, is Dr. Irvin Andre, is Wadix. Not I don't know where Wadix, I don't know. Sorry, Wadix for calling your name. Not everybody that opposed the evil and the ills of a country. You are in opposition to the madness, not that comprises of leadership. You see that individual stupidity where Chichi take that and run and talking all kind of caution about leadership? Every other political party who think it's a level of superiority and exclusivity where I am the leader. It does not understand leadership. You are the leader, but leadership is plural. Thank you.
The last time I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think she said the lease was about 20,000 sometime earlier this month. In terms of persons confirmed, that's still verification. That's a different subject. And we're entering the final quarter. Confirmation will close about October 15th. So if you have not confirmed please do so. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Yeah, Matt, let us engage in a little conversation because we don't really do that often because I never called before. Listen to me well. I know the answer, but I go to ask you so you answer me. Because there are some people, when you say what you say, they move in like as though they want to get more vexed if you watching on the road a kind of way, like they're waking you up in the morning and you have to bring your plate by them to tell them you're hungry. Listen to me. Matt, is your right to vote, not true?
Yeah.
Matt, is your right not to vote, not true?
True.
Nice. Now, saying this to say that now, the reason for that now, some people now that go out for election, especially the prospective candidates in your constituency, no matter red, green, blue, they only know you when they have use for you. And now at the end of the day now, they just want to like move as though now they doesn't realize it. You're helping them to get there. Fast forward now. Watch that here. I'm going to come back right in your alley account to blessing. I'm showing you a little scenario. Yesterday, somebody win the blast mystery, 470-something thousand. I just put it on my status and say, thank you, Lord. Matt, if I have to show you the amount of messages and calls that people up to 12 years ago, they have my number, never call me. Congratulations, and don't forget me. You see how it is? So people only know you when it's relevant when you're relevant to them. According to some people, like if you call them, they're always super busy. But I know for sure people only make time for who they truly desire. Nobody's super busy. And people treat you how they feel about you. Now we're coming back to the conversation now. So I saying this to say that now you always have this saying with the political thing that transactional in Dominica. And when you ask whoever candidates that come on your show, you always telling them, what about the money? And that, some of them will tell you, take the money and don't vote them. Everything is not money. But guess what? Everything is not money, but it's the same money they want now to run their campaign. And what you want to tell people, take the money and don't vote. Everybody needs money, man. So that is why you see me, as I say again, I'm starting to end now.
So let me just ask you a question. You said you wanted to have a conversation. What about the principle involved? You know, whether you want to take the money or not. Don't you think there's a principle involved?
Oh, Matt, principle cannot pay bills. It is not killing or stealing from nobody. Principle or have a gun at no hostage. Principle cannot pay bills. And to end it, what I'm going to say now, me personally, Matt, remember, I don't bring in my bowl by nobody here. I am not registering if I don't get no money, and I am not voting. Whoever the candidate be, where you go, a good tie is there feeding. Who vex?
Let me ask you another question. Okay, so let's say the person coming up to you would give you $500, and that $500, you will not see that person for the next 5 years. No, hold on. You'll not see that person for the next 5 years. Do you think that's the right thing to do?
Don't put me 500 story. I bet I lose almost $2,000 in that France thing and England store in Argentina to yourself. Me and you betting with me. I sorry to say that one here and take $500. My lot what every week is almost $1,000. Either morning, noon.
So you will not accept $500. They have to come good.
So now you coming up my alley. For my daughter looking to go college, her boss for the year is almost $1,000, especially different subjects. Whoever come in, they better know what time it is. Bye bye.
All right, my brother, cool out. So don't go to talk to Cool Out if you don't have the money. That's his point, you know. 449-3095-96 and 97. So again, go confirm, okay? Go confirm. The politicians these days say, take it, you know? It's your money. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes? Total re-registration would have been over by now. Pull out, somebody says you're prostituting your vote, huh? Again, it's about the principle, huh? Hello, talk to me, yes? Are you there, caller?
My brother, not to blame my brother. Pull out. Not to blame him. Because he take his money you have given and you come to me You have to give me something. You cannot give me $200. You can't give me $500. $500 cannot pay for my bomb. It cannot pay for my light. It can't pay for my water. It still cannot feed a child for a week to go to school. It's very hard, you know, the type of things they're doing there now. You understand what I mean? So cool out. You're right, Matt. You know this thing is, Matt. You understand? So you have to agree and disagree sometimes. But on that part, no, Matt, I want you to call the Minister of Security, Mr. Blackmore. Mr. Blackmore, wherever you are this present moment, call in base, Q95 radio station. Matt want to speak to you because of what? We are now talking about confirmation.
All right, caller. Thank you. We have a guest in the next few minutes, so we'll. Let me see if I can get to a message. Prime Minister Skerrit announced during his press conference on July 9, 2026, that the issuance of voter identification card is officially scheduled to begin by the end of July 2026. While preliminary May 2026 timeline estimated that the distribution would commence in early to mid-July, the 6 to 8 weeks following his May 4th media briefing, the Electoral Office later adjusted the targeted rollout toward the end of the month. So you see how far back they promised the issuance of this voter ID. Now excuse after excuse after excuse. So the issuing of voter ID cards was pushed back to month end July from the beginning of July. When will that game end with this voter ID card? To Kula's point earlier, somebody says, how ridiculous. You are the part of the solution by voting or part of the problem by not voting. There are no two ways about it, okay? I will start the conversation with our friend there in the next few minutes again. It's already 2:07, so we'll begin that conversation about 2:15. Are you there? Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Yes, I'm there. All the anonymous people that send in the talk and think why they cannot call the fridge for their voices to be heard, and I want to know if I just bring my bowl by them and tell them I'm hungry. Why they don't put a gun to my head and say I am not voting? It's the same set of UWP people that they alone that say that want to be giving you your life history and want people to vote for them. 21-0 they're getting without my vote. That I say who vex lost.
Somebody please tell the chief election officer that she cannot be issuing the supplementary list and the list of confirmed voters without the address of the people's name. Auntie, I hope you're listening. Residency means that there must be an address. Fix it immediately. Stop this nonsense. So you're basically saying that there's no address with the supplementary list. Well, more problems, huh? Somebody says, Matt. So, Matt, what happens to the extra 3 months conditions? Don't you think that the Electoral Office should consider allowing participants the extra time when the process was put on hold? A very important question. It was put on hold for many months. Don't you think that this time should be given back to the people of Dominica? And that process can be a legal one because remember, you stopped that process. For what reason? Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Matt, as a representative of the people at Roosevelt Square press conferences, I'd like you to ask him, where is he registered? That's all, Matt.
Well, we've heard that he registered in Roosevelt, so I don't think it's a question that we need to ask when we already know the answer. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Mr. Peltier.
Yes, ma'am.
I just said that there. It make me about no address. It make me, you remind me of something.
Mm-hmm.
You have people with various same name, you know. My mother used to be Anastasia James. In Granby, there was another Anastasia James. There was another place, Anastasia, and I'm aware of people that have my name and my surname. My both name and my surname. So if you do not have an address, the person could have say, well, my name is that, and just go down there and see it and to vote. So they have to be careful to check the thing where they're living, so that you'll be able to know exactly, even though the picture says the person, still, that's not the person's name. Thank you very much.
Again, I think the solution is just complete re-registration. What is all this about? What is all this about? One day you have this rule, the next day you have the other rule. Please, this registration process would have been complete by now. 3 months. Everybody just go and re-register. That's all. 449 to vote again. Hello, talk to me. Why do we need to reconfirm when we can already, we could have just gone to re-register? Everybody, hello, talk to me. Yes, the process would have been. Good afternoon to you, sir. Quickly.
Do you have a special topic or you have an open line?
No, I have a special topic. We're talking about the confirmation process for the next 2 minutes. There, we don't have too much time. Why?
No, I thought you had an open topic. But let me tell you, with the confirmation business that is going on right now, when you bring people to confirm, right, especially when they know that you are not supporting the government, they're giving you all kinds of hard time. Because I remember me as the chairperson for the St. Joseph constituency, I went to the confirmation booth and I had a talk with one of the officers there. And he was telling me that if someone comes there and the person have a name that is badly spelled, like a one letter that is badly spelled, they can correct it. And they don't have to send the person for an affidavit form just to correct that. They can correct that. And they have discussion on that already, and that can be done. But then a supporter of the United Workers Party came to me and said to me that he went to confirm and he has a problem with his name. So I asked him, what problem you have with your name? And you have a different name. He told me no. He told me his name is supposed to have 2 L, but it only has 1 on the voter's name. And they tell him he has to go and pull an affidavit form to put it. I said, no. I had a discussion with those already, and they said they can correct it if it's 1 letter mistake. So he told me, but he went there twice. And they refused to fix it for him, and they're sending him for an affidavit form. So that's why he's coming to me to help me to help him to create the affidavit pool. And I said, okay, well, let's go by the confirmation book. Let me hear what is happening for myself. But when I reached there, and they saw me, this is the same guy that didn't want to confirm because his name, 1 letter had a problem. But because I was here, he ended up being confirmed. And that is wrong. That is totally wrong. And you cannot do it for one and you cannot do it for the other. That's not supposed to have nothing to do with labor, freedom, or workers. You understand? As a matter of fact, everybody in there is supposed to be neutral. You understand? Another guy go and confirm. When he can confirm, the person that come and witness for him, they're telling the person that he witnessed for too much people already. Well, how that can be possible? You cannot tell somebody how many times you have to witness for some people, because we can stationarize somebody just to do that. We can pay somebody just to make sure our people get confirmed. You understand? And it's only the United Workers Party supporters, because when they know, they guarantee that you have a supporter of the United Workers Party, they're giving you all them problem there. And this needs to stop.
And it needs to stop. And I don't think they want to see me in that electoral office there up there in Roseau, you know. Because if I go inside there, it will be something different. That needs to stop. You understand? So if it's love for one, it's supposed to be love for all. The people of Dominica need to confirm, they need to register, and they need to allow them to confirm and register. And if that cannot happen, and you see that keep giving our people problems, it's going to be something different. But have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon. We'll continue that conversation there sometime next week. I'll try to get into Miss Joseph to ask some specific questions about that process. Well, we're going to have a quick break and we'll come back, Dominica. We'll come back to the story of Mr. Williams. Stick around.
Purchase of $10 or more, you automatically qualify for a summer promotion.
Really?
You could win exciting prizes like shopping vouchers, cash prizes, or the grand prize of $10,000.
Talk to me now.
Every ticket comes with a coupon. You could win or see keep playing. Cash prizes can be redeemed at any agent. Shopping vouchers and the $10,000 grand prize must be claimed at the main office. Play Big 4 with Multi-X today and make this summer a winning one.
Big 4, for sure.
It's time in Dominica, the magnificent Mickey's Magic Show, an unforgettable tribute to your favorite Disney movie characters like The Little Mermaid, Toy Story, Lion King, Mickey and Friends. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. 8 days only, from July 15 to 19 at Masca Court Box Office. Tickets online at CircusSuarez.com or at Masca Court Box Office, presented by the Suarez Brothers Circus.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited. Over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Toffee snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Sunday blues? Looking for something fun to do? Come spend your Sunday on the sea with Dive Dominica Water Sports. Join us for an unforgettable whale and dolphin sea exploration. Enjoy the fresh sea breeze, spot dolphins in the wild, and maybe even see some majestic whales up close. With local rates from just $69 per person, it's the perfect line for friends, family, couples, or anybody looking for a different kind of Sunday vibe. Tours available on select Sundays, so book your spot early. Call or WhatsApp 235-2188 today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Dive Dominica Water Sports. Dive Dominica Water Sports. Come make memories with us.
We don't have too much time, but we'll try to compress and move on until the 3 o'clock hour. It's 2:18. Last week we had a conversation with Mr. Danny Williams. If you do remember, he's this young man. I would say a few years ago, 2017 to be exact, September. He lost 90% of his family. When his 9-member family disappeared, taken away from by a heavy rain. And to this day, he has not gotten the opportunity to say bye to his nine-member family. So only 3 persons, himself, his brother, his sister, left behind to tell the story. Promises after promises after promises. Yet to be fulfilled. Again, I just want to say good afternoon to Mr. Danny Williams out of, is it David Williams or Danny Williams?
Danny Williams.
Danny Williams. Okay. So tell me, of course, we're going back a long, long time. I want you to rewind that tape and, remind us of what happened on that very night, Danny. I just want to start from there.
Well, first of all, I want to say good afternoon to Dominica, the
Good afternoon
Caribbean,
to you, yes.
and the rest of the world. Yeah, well, as I can recall that night, it was, I can't recall the exact dates or the day, but it was in the evening, coming up after 5.
Right.
Well, myself, I'm not a person that really study hurricane and thing because
So at that time, you were not studying hurricane.
I not
You
to
never-
say
you ne-
study it, but
But you,
because
you never saw hurricane.
I never saw dangerous hurricane. That is the thing. And in my area, like we had Erica. That was like the biggest water system we had in Dominica before Maria.
Right.
And I was standing right in my kitchen window on my same house. I get swept away in Maria time.
Mhm.
I was watching Erica passing through that same ravine there, watching my mother house. And like, I have something to say after that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I remember that night when the wind started to blow, rain started to fall. I remember I had my partner on the, well, 2 of us was on the ghetto together, pull up by the roadside. So I tell him, well, myself, I live in there because the weather looking like it's time to change up. So I go into head home. So I tell him, yeah, I wouldn't know. So I tell him, if in case you want to stay by me, you can stay by me because I have a concrete structure with decking. I check in there would be safe. So he decided, okay. So early enough, we decided to go by me, like 6:30. So I can never forget that night. I can recall making a kako. I bought some kako, fried some corned beef. I had one bread there. Then I had to get a crackers for my friend so he could eat. Yeah. After eating, lie down on the bed like shortly, maybe or one something after because, like I said last week, like little after 9, that tragic water was already passing through the area in Point Michelle
Mhm.
because it had so much rain before that time. So all that time the rain started to fall, like that was in the mountain already coming down.
Mhm.
Yeah. And from the distance, I could hear it lying down on my bed. I could hear the loud noise coming.
The rumble.
I wasn't sure it was water, but I could hear a loud noise in the distance coming closer and closer, louder and louder. And when it was so close to my house, like I could feel something was going to hit my house, but I thought it was something from the air because of the
Wind.
sound and the wind. Yeah, so I just end up tell my partner like try to duck for cover, and I just get up on my bed and I just end up lying on flat, cover my head. And that was the last of my house.
So you had a concrete roof?
Yeah, that concrete structure.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I recall closing my eyes in that split second, open it again, like everything was gone. Through watching my house, my TV on my wall hung up, my wardrobe. I just bought some shoes. I was just changing off my closet. Yeah, I'd thrown most of my clothes. I had little clothes, not much clothes, because I was just starting to buy back some of my clothes because I was changing off. Yeah, because like 2 years I'd just built my house.
Okay.
My house didn't even have a full 2 years. Yeah, on the roof there.
Mhm.
Yeah, and when I open up my eyes, I see the disaster, water, wind, rain. Looking for my friend, I didn't see him at the time, so I had to look for him. When I recover him after a little short while, maybe 15 minutes, try and bring him because my neighbor had a house close to us.
So he was close to you at the time?
Well, I can say that, but
At
he
the
had
time.
left my foundation. The water took him and swept him away from the foundation, but just sent him on the side because of how the ravine is located. Like my house was like almost in the corner of the ravine, so it's like the water was coming on me and then it would bend away from me.
Okay.
But through the water was so huge and the ravine space was so small, it just overflowed all the banks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and with all the trees that was done breaking in the hills already, all that was coming down. stones, all sorts of things in the water. So, because up to today, it still have that big piece of log, which my decking is sitting on in Point Michelle.
It's still there?
It's still there. My toilet, I didn't even finish set up my bathroom because I just added my bathroom to my house because I built my room first and my living room, then I stick the bathroom on it. Yeah. And I still have my toilet, all of my toilet.
So the log is still there?
Yeah, it's still right there to see evidence. If somebody didn't do still the face basin and the toilet set, it's still under the decking still because I didn't install it. Everything was in box. They're still brand new. Didn't have time to install it. Yeah, I just dig my septic tank, run in the pipe. So it was just for me to put my toilet to sit down and run the pipe to go to the septic tank. Yeah, it's for me to start to use my bathroom and toilet. Yeah. And after that, when everything settled down, I had to check my friend first of all because he was badly damaged. Praise God, I didn't get nothing too much. I just got a few scratches on my foot. Yeah. And like from since then, next day is, already it's on the hustle. Look to see what you do. Look to see what help you get. But, yeah.
But you said you left your house that night, that very night.
Yeah, I left my house because I couldn't stay there. Only thing I was standing still is my bathroom. Yeah. And when I opened my eyes, it's like I was literally under my bathroom. If that bathroom had to fall, like 2 days I wouldn't be there talking to you. Because it's a concrete structure. If that had to fall on me, I'd be a dead man. All I can say is praise God that I'm alive still.
But let's go back to that time. You said you left your building early hours in the morning there, that hurricane night. The wind was still strong at the time?
Yeah, I would say that not too strong. You cannot move in it, but yeah.
So you left that area and went, what, west?
Well, I would say east.
Mm-hmm.
East,
yes.
Because I head to the mountainside.
Okay.
Because it was my neighbor stayed a little higher up from me. He had a basement there surrounded with galvanized, so I checked I could go and rescue there at the time.
Okay.
By the time I reached there, it was all the galvanized had done come out there, so I had to just go underneath there, take a piece of wood and just block myself with it, put my friend behind of me so I can shield him because his foot was broken in 2 places, and he still had a big hole in his head. So I had to try and shield him.
So some people, since your interview, some people have said that last week, some people said that you guys were warned. So why didn't you get away from that area?
Well, people, you see, that's why I say after that I have something to say. Because a lot of people saying about, oh yes, my mother should have left there. But the amount of years we stayed there and we saw hurricane after hurricane, not major hurricane, but big water passing there.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, a lot of people in Dominica never really took the chance to see like what really happened, what that really caused that kind of a chaos. Because for me, I would say it's pure negligence on the part of the government, because the government just had a project there. The government was building a ravine wall there. And you know something, any engineer, anybody in the building field, go up to Point Michelle, take a look at the wall and see what's happening. Or you can run a ravine wall for big water and stop your wall before a corner. See what I said, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
So instead that water to bend to go in the ravine, the water just go straight in my mother's house.
So there's an engineering lapse there.
Yes. And I can say, Matt, after that, like, I was a man on my mission. So I look, I seek, and I find. And it had somebody that told me, like, well, an engineer on that project told me they also have a piece of wall there. Because nobody in their right mind will stop a wall in a big water source before the corner. At least the most they have to do is make it bend the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't take the land behind it. But through politics and thing, somebody lower down in the village complain, say they wasn't supposed to get wall by them, so they go to the PAL rep, and the PAL rep took out the wall that was supposed to bend the corner and put it lower down by the people's house to protect them. Because they was doing the wall and they didn't have money to do the whole ravine wall. So they was doing bits and pieces.
But the question is, and I asked you the question earlier, When the authorities, quote unquote, the village council and the other persons in authority said to you on that night that you may have to move, some people would say that you were stubborn, you remain.
Nobody didn't come there and say we had to move. I can tell somebody I didn't even know it was a Category 5 hurricane. Because plenty of people didn't know it was a Category 5. When that hurricane was almost on Dominica, people get to know how dangerous the hurricane was.
Okay.
So people cannot say, oh, they want people to leave. And also, if you come up to Point Michel and watch what I'm talking about, anybody that's in the engineering field can go and take a look at it. And they'll see what I'm talking about. Because also, my mother not there. But you see the rest of the people out there, I just pray God they do have something close like a Maria. Because it will take people. It will take their property. And if they're listening now, they know what I'm talking about. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. Anytime a storm have to come along there again, because the wall sending the water straight in them people. The wall send the water straight on my mother. But you have a ravine coming now so to bend the corner so you stop the wall there and look people's houses there. Why not let it bend so it can go around them people's houses?
That's simple engineering.
Simple engineering. That is a big blunder on the people that was constructing that wall. A very big blunder. Like me, directly after the hurricane, like that's why some people, like maybe even you, because that's why I was so pissed off about that whole situation. Because I could see what happening. I'm not a big engineer, but I'm in the construction business. A simple little drain you're doing, and if you do it the wrong way for water, you go in and have over flooding, you go in and have soil erosion, all kind of things. So why big engineer, government engineer, that building, all kind of a thing? And you can see, because if you watch plenty of the infrastructures in Dominica, it's pure rubbish. What G bridge they put by the credit union in Point Michel?
That's it.
Not even a bobcat that can go under it and clean it when the big ravine comes.
The culvert is very small.
You see what I'm talking about, Matt? They have a same bridge they build a little higher up in that ravine in the Green Valley area. It's still the same thing in the low. Time a little water come under it, would go under it, it block over the road on people's property.
Yeah, and
why not build something good? Do something proper if you're doing something proper. That is why I was so pissed off with them people, I telling you. Because for me, that is pure negligence. For me, like every day I still believe like them people have a big part to play in my family losing their life, I telling you.
And you don't regret saying that?
I can, but this morning I wake up so peaceful, I tell you. I start to wake up and sing. All of a sudden I start to cry, you know. Every time I think about them things, I tell you, my mind is down to that side, telling you. Because people don't know. I tell you, people see me walking every day on that street and they don't know what I'm telling you. You check. Plenty of people have a lot to say. But me, I know the truth. I know because I was right there. I live it.
And this is not political.
It's not political. It's not on no political field. Because, as I tell you, I have plenty of friends that is labor rights. My whole family is labor, you know, Matt. My whole family is labor. That's why I used to be pissed off with my mother and telling her, like, oh, you can support them things. Nothing not happening for you, first of all. Nothing, them people don't put in nothing in position to say, okay, yes. But I can never support that, Matt. Me, I was never a labor right, you know, Matt. Because since I go in school, I see what happen. I was going grammar school. I was the youngest of my mother, 4 children attending high school. And my mother could maintain. My mother could maintain 4 of us going to high school by herself, you know. You kind of know my family. When your brother is my sister godfather.
Yes.
Yeah.
My father is her godfather.
Your brother is
my father is
Morian's
godfather.
But your Kurt is Nader godfather.
Godfather too, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
all right, let's take a few phone calls, of course. Danny telling his story there of the night of Maria. Hello, talk to me, yes.
Yes, Matt.
I'm here.
Yeah, Danny, what's up?
Yeah, they're cool, man.
Yeah, I can feel your feeling, man, but hang in there, man. God is good. Matt,
I'm here.
Let me tell you, Matt, this guy, whoever was telling Mister to move, people that move get themselves killed. People that move had the where they moved to got destroyed. You know, during Maria, Matt, all you had to do was to stay put. You know, I stay put at my home. You know, my brother stay put at his home. You know, when I was calling my brother, I can't get my brother. I want to call him to my brother. My brother tell me he was there and he was sleeping. You know. And my brother, all my brother downstairs flooded, you know, and my brother lost part of his roof, you know. Thank God I did not get anything. But the best thing one had to do was to stay put, you know, my friend, because during Maria, a category 5 and more, you couldn't, I mean, the fellas tell me where they were, when they saw what was happening, they had to run to their home, you know. You couldn't leave your house and go anywhere, my brother. It's leaving your house and go where were you going? As I told you, people who left their house and go certain places, they regretted because it was worse. They had to stay where they were. So the brother is right. Whoever saying he should move and whatever advice, you couldn't take any advice during Maria. It was just a risk. My brother, I pray for you and I wish you all the best, brother.
All right. So are you in contact with the other families who lost loved ones? You know, I mean, the other people down the road, lower down the ravine,
yeah,
who disappeared. I think Judith disappeared. Edith.
Yeah. And some of my partners are here up too that lost their life. Now, Sean and that guy for Edo and them. Edo's wife, children.
They were very close to the ravine too.
Yeah.
And
they lost their life too. They was in a big house high up me too. Yeah. That around 4 of them guys there, young fellas, promising fellas too. Them always on their hostel going garden and thing.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I still remember in them, man, Randy. That a Rasta guy with them, man, that come out from somewhere. Mr. wasn't from Point Michelle. Like if Mr. family had know about Mr. So I telling you. Because Mr. lose his life Point Michelle. Mr's a stranger. Yeah, Mr. just come around the place. But he was a cool fella, he was it everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And Mr's one of them people that lose their life. Yeah. He was in Edo's.
So your family was 9, Edo's family about 4?
Yeah, about 4. That Edith. I still have a couple of my family look there too, in the river. Them people look there in the mouth of the river, Sylvester and them. That's my family.
Sylvester lost his daughter?
His daughter, yeah. And a guy that was trying to help him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very, very sad situation, Dominica. 449-309. Now, we're going back to government and the assistance. You know, they promised a lot of assistance to you. Do you have the proof of that, Danny?
Things they say they would do for me?
They would do for you.
Well, I know it have some on record for sure. Because I recall when the Prime Minister was giving the house in Point Michelle,
mm-hmm.
he said, once it have a Labour Party, I have a family. So if you saw you treating your family yourself, that shows the conscience.
Repeat what you said.
The Prime Minister said, once it have a Labour Party, I'll have a family. So if you saw you treating your family, that should show the conscience of the people that run in the country. That says a lot about the people that run the country and the conscious. So I tell you, Matt, it on the record. And I know people can get that tip.
Mm-hmm.
People, if he wants, he can deny it about the prince. But
the voice is there.
His conscience have to beat him. Because I can recall, I can never forget that day. As I said last week, that was my hope when I met that lady. And when she talked to me and she told me, no, you must be taken care of. Even before I meet the Prime Minister, she told me, no, the government, they come down, that is what they come down for. To put things in place to take care of people.
Like you.
Yes. They say, if the lady told me, people in that area, they also relocate that people, everybody there. If they cannot put a defense wall there for people, they have to relocate everybody there. Up to this day, nobody have been relocated.
Nobody from your area there?
Matt, my mother land moved. And also, the next neighbor that was stick up on my mother, the ravine stick up on them. So you see, next time that hurricane come, is my neighbors. How is that will be going? Next big hurricane that come, big water that come, is my neighbor's house. And even once it take that house, the house after it going and go. And it have down because the way the water coming inside that area is like flat land. Flat land there. Easy water that's going on run down the hill and take because it's the
So if you had to give any advice at this time, based on your experience, you'd say remove everybody in that area
but
to
they
somewhere else.
they're supposed to know that logically. Because they see there's a big hazard that's waiting to happen again. I wouldn't be the victim this time because I don't have nobody there. But there's people I know, people I raise up around. So at least all you don't do it for my mother, do it for the rest of the people that are there and secure them people, or you can see them coming. If all you can put a wall there to secure them people, take out them people there.
Hurricane season not coming, it's here.
All right. Well, me, I just check hurricane season like in August because that's when we just get
the serious storms.
Rain and check. Yeah.
Let's take another phone call. Are you there, caller? Yes. Talk to me. 449-3095. Are you there? Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah.
Yes.
Before I get to you, let me just ask that partner a question. You can remember Flap brother, Javian Barron?
Flap?
Javian Barron.
He's from Virgin Lane. He had lived the day and he come and sleep with his girlfriend.
My sister boyfriend.
Yes.
Nice. Well, the whole day we was together, Virgin Lane as my partner, Flap. Now, fast forward now, back to Matt. Matt, but it's the same thing. That's why I'm telling you, people let's believe I hate workers. It's not hate workers, it's what they're doing. I can never vote Labour Party. They can hear me, they can have $1 million that they just want people to apologize. They don't have to apologize. Shakira and them wanted the people to kill us in the shelter, lock water on us when my little girl went and see common entrance and watch my little girl for today graduate from Convent High School with honors on her way to Dominica State College. Check, I can never forgive them people. Shakira and them is dirty people. So what the man saying, you know what they saying? Even the shelter, they will lock the shelter, all of them people that are working in Mary's office, plenty of them. Terry Green, Al Capone, all of them. I don't to call them names. All of them and all the things to do. And see us for today. We ID the water cannot close. Them people is dirty people in that shelter thing is Labour people. All village council is Labour people. See when you had to win your award, you want to and they press all and they put Gaga to be the thing. So them people be all them people is dirty people. Like that Shakira here, she has to meet, but do what?
All right, caller, thank you very much. It's 2:42 in the afternoon. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon to you and this young gentleman that's here.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, didn't the king, no, he's the King Charles. How much million pounds did King Charles donate to that area?
About 5 billion pounds.
17 million.
17?
Yeah.
I was not around at the time.
17 million pounds, we.
And up to now, all you can get that money to help all you?
When I ask a Labour right about that thing, you know, the man tell me they use that money to dredge the ravine, you know.
No, to dredge the ravine.
To dredge. I check in, but what rubbish you telling me there now?
And it's just nonsense talk. And people are fall for those nonsense all the damn time. That's like you pop $40 from them people, them young people, $25,000 when they turn 21 and security they can't get it. And they can't greet them young people. And they will go in front of them and they'll be grilling for them. That is nonsense happening that and everybody that's taking that they're sitting now and saying, we love our PM because we're getting that $500, we're getting that glasses, we're getting this, and we're getting that when we want it, but they're not looking for the betterment of the country.
Let's come down to your power. I know you had a conversation with her in terms of the help that you were seeking. What's the conversation you had?
Yeah. Well, that conversation it have 2 years now, 20.
And you still have the records of that?
I have everything, Matt. I changed 5 phone and I always backing up my message so I can't lose that.
Mm-hmm.
And I recall it starts by me asking her for some assistance, telling her I need a job because I was desperately in need of a little help and I wasn't working. So I message her. I tell her, Danny, Safia brother, because if I don't say Safia brother, she don't know why me.
Okay.
Because that is how they just recognize me. So I say Safia brother, she say, okay. Long I haven't heard from me and thing. So I say, well, they're cool. Just on a low and thing. Look, the message is right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I make her know I needed the work. She asked me what work I needed. I tell her any work. I don't have preference in work. Once you work is a paying work, I work in.
There's money.
You check. I don't have preference in work because I pass in all different fields already. So then she say, so I suggest to her Petro Carib because I know she have little link ups there, so I check in if you can just shoot me there. And my brother was working there and he just left because he checked in it too. And now the house that give my brother in Port Michel with my sister, he couldn't stay in it. So he had to run from Dominica. Last time the people want to tell me like I was the only person that complaining. Why? But why I was the only person complaining? Because it's my brother. He's a very cool fella. He's a January born. He doesn't talk too much. He rather just act. And you see why he do? He just pick up his bag and run from Dominica. Because he have his family he could go to. If I had that same thing, my family in Guadeloupe, but I doesn't have that assurance where I can stay there until everything you check. I may consider a couple of weeks, but maybe when I reach there, if something don't happen, I maybe have to come back Dominica. So I just check in. I'll just stay Dominica and fight it out. Yeah. So back to the conversation, my pal. When I tell her about the job and thing, she say, Petro Carib don't have job. She can't put me there. The only thing she know is Wolf security. So I tell her, anything good? Yeah. Then she tell me, oh, go Marigot, Wesley, the high-end people. So I check in, but why you tell me you go Wesley? I say, see right from. How you expect me to go up Wesley and look for a project? And I mean, if I go in Wesley and have to leave Lubie to go right Wesley, at least I'll need an assistant, a little house or something. So I check in. Seeing that it's a government project, you want me to go Wesley? Why you do just make some calls and I just have to end up Wesley, reach Wesley and I work in? Because you have that power, you can make it happen because it's government project. So anyways, she say she'll see hunting. So then I check in, time pass, couple days pass after, so I message her, I say, no word on the job and thing. She say no. So then I tell her now, the outstanding debt in the court and thing. She asks me how much. I tell her 1,007. So I tell her, oh, so if I don't pay that money, they go and send me jail by a certain time. She tell me, oh, she can't help me with that. Try and see the PM. So I say, what? If I have to see the PM again to make it happen, is you that have to make me see the PM. Because all you have to do is bring me financial center and go up and see the PM with me. If you so want me to see the PM. She tell me, oh, go and sign up. But as a technique they use on me already. She sent me there already and I have to stay there all day. From the time my name sign up on that, I can never reach upstairs. The only time I reached 6th floor already was with Denise, you know, and an auntie of mine from St. Joseph. Because like again, what she said there in the nothing, I well known in the Prime Minister's office. You check. Why is the reason why I well known in the Prime Minister's office? Because I speak in my mind. Because I say all you don't give me the help all you're supposed to give me. You check. No, it another time, me and I was having a conversation and thing. Close by the ministry, because I always stood in that area and thing. So then, can't remember how it starts. Yeah. So then she tell me about, oh, I'm a disrespectful person and thing. Like, I don't have respect and thing. So I check in.
Disrespectful for what? What did you tell her?
She's saying, oh, the way I just call her. But I cannot call you honorable. You never show me that honorable in you. So how can I call you honorable?
You need to call her honorable?
Or she want me to call her Mrs. But when I say, hey, why is the word? I don't have time with mamselle, I telling you. Because for me, that is the type of person you show me you are. You don't have no heart. So how I can have a heart towards you? So when I see her, I just say, why is the word? Why you have for me? You check. I just say it in a way like sarcastically because I don't know. I don't want to get nothing from them people, Matt. Because to me, if I had to get, I wouldn't have to wait all that time. And that was my last thing I tell her in the message. I tell her, you see, me also, sorry I ever asked you for your help. One thing I know, it have a God. And he doesn't sleep. And I say, bye. Thanks for nothing. Yeah.
Let's take a phone call. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Yeah, Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
I don't understand how come the government is not helping the young man. Because I think you know my voice. And I think in Bellevue, the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, he had come Dominica on that visit. I know you remember that.
I do.
Yes. And he went up to Bellevue, and I was there. I took pictures with him. We spoke. And I remember he now promising 12 million pounds. So I have an article there because from his account, he said the UK International Development Secretary, Penny, joined the Prince on his Caribbean visit, announcing that Britain will give Dominica an additional 12 million pounds for recovery efforts. So where all that money gone? You know, because all that was to help people like Danny. You know, the government need to come clean with all those recovery funds they got from outside, because that was to help people that got devastated.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
I remember, yeah.
Francine Barron was the High Commissioner of England at the time or something to Dominica. She was in meetings with him. And if you go on his page, Clarence House, you will see all those pictures and all the promises they made. Where all that money gone? You know, because that was money to help people like Danny and them. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, yes. So the big question is, what has been done with all the pounds, the millions of pounds?
And that is the thing. That you see me, I'll never stop talk about that, Matt. I'll never stop talk until the person that have to hear it. Because I want the whole international world to see and to hear what happened in the country. Or you can have your most vulnerable person in the country after a hurricane. You treating them like a dog.
You think they treating you like that?
Worse than a dog. Worse than a dog when I watch. Because to me, I tell you, Matt, if I could, I don't want Mario to come back again, but you see certain things that happen after that Mario time, I wish it could happen. Because trust me, things will happen differently. Very much differently, I tell you. Because to me, you see, like, so if I could go back in a moment when I'm meeting the Prince, I'm making them people know, yo, Mr. One check me. Because since before the election, I don't know, before that Mario time, I don't know how to be already. You check. Some people might chant.
But you had some hope after you spoke to the Prince.
Yes. But of course, I had a big hope. Because I check in with people that there, you're supposed to respect them people, and then people mourn you. Them people that putting things in place to come and help people. You just have to just manage it and make things happen properly. But me as the most vulnerable person in Dominica at the time, as the most vulnerable, and everybody know that, I lose my house, I lose my whole family, I lose everything. I stay by people I never customer stay in by after Maria. I say, no, I'm a different house. Like people has given me rest. But I think I never do. I always used to be with my family, had my own house. Or before I even had my house, my mother had her own property. I always used to be there. We used to be there as our family, everything cool and nice. You mad, man. After Maria, I have to say, I sleep in by that person, I sleep in there. That person had to give me a shirt. That person had to give me this. Things was never like that for me before, I telling you. Before I was my own man checking my sin and doing my thing. I mean, now I stand to catch back myself slowly. But I still disappointed in that government, I telling you. And I want the international world to hear, I telling you.
On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Hey, Mark, good afternoon, and good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
The last time he was on the program, I didn't listen to the full thing, but I remember Patty said that when the Prince was there, I think he was on the same platform, and I think he said somebody kind of hold him and embrace him or hug him, say they'll take care of him. You remember that?
I remember that. I think he said the Prime Minister.
And who that was?
I think the Prime Minister, he said. Like,
well, he's there to let him speak.
I walk me away and say he go and take care of me in front of the Prince. After the lady, one of the associates of the Prince tell him like, how come I saying I do see no people yet, I don't get no help and I lose all my family. He just grabbed me out of the lady hand, literally grabbed me by my shoulder and holding me and saying, yes, I will take care of this guy. This guy will be okay. One time he telling me...
Let me just you know that move, you know what that move was?
Yeah, man.
Stealing the thunder and the spotlight away from you and to take on
man.
Yourself.
That's why I say
that's what a narcissist does. And people don't understand what they're dealing with. You're dealing with a narcissistic demon, a cursed narcissistic demon that always wants to be in the spotlight. So he stole that attention that you were getting and let it go on to him. And up to now, you can't get the help. My people, understand what you're dealing with. That creature that we're dealing with there, that have the country the way it is there, we need to get rid of that narcissistic demon. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you.
All young people have to start to open their eyes, I tell you. Everybody that come in 18 years, open all your eyes there because it do go and be easy. Or you better put something in all your wine and see what are happening. Because Dominica, everybody can see it. It's so easy. to see what happening in the country.
Somebody just sent me some information regarding the promises made to the people of Point Michelle by Roosevelt Skerrit during the visit of Prince Charles. So he did say that he will help you and other people there.
Of course. And I tell you, he should be right there, let me tell him. Because I tell you, if you see that moment could have ever, by telling you, boy, people have to say, boy, they never know that kind of person, so I telling you, because Mr. never touch me, I telling you, that same time that I telling you, in front of them people, I telling you, man.
Prince Charles praises Dominicans' resilience and tours hope in the wake of Hurricane Maria devastation. His Royal Highness Prince of Wales has praised Dominicans for their resilience following the devastation caused by Hurricane Maria. His Royal Highness visited Dominica on this Sunday, where he did site visits in the villages of Pichelin, Belleville-Chopin, and Point Michel. His visit to Dominica concluded his tour of the islands that were severely affected by Hurricane Irma and Maria. The Prince of Wales applauded Dominicans for their rebuilding after the hurricane. So, and you're saying that you were the most vulnerable person at the time.
Of course, at Maria time.
You lost your 9-member family.
Matt, I didn't have a boxer shot after Maria. No? My pants, only thing I had on me, I had my pants on me and just steer. I had the pants on me and just steer up. So after, when I walking on the road, my neighbor had been telling me somewhere, I said, hey, what? And give me a pants to put on me. I pass the next spot. Everyone say, oh, look at shit. I can still recall that moment, I tell you, when I leave, when I see my family not there and I start to watch around people, some of my friends tell me, oh, like your mother and them maybe go there, maybe go there. So I started walking. Everybody tell me, boy, your mother maybe go there. And I have a group of fellas with me, young fellas, trying to look at my family. Go by that person. I go by my brother first because my brother is the closest one. Go by his father, he was staying by his father. So go there and look for dossier. Someone tell me, oh, she maybe go by that lady because she called it that lady. Go there. I just remember. Go there.
When did it feel? When did it finally hit you that your mother disappeared?
Well, when I really check in is when we end up getting my nephew. But by that time, I done make the whole wrong on the village already.
Looking for your mother?
Yeah, because my sister was staying right on the other side of the village with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
When I go there, she's still sleeping. Me not to wake her up. The house still bolt down. Me not to wake them up from the bed. That's to show you. And that's the same person they give a house in Point Michel. My sister. And up to this day, that's why me, like, I just say I don't have a sister. Like, I only have one sibling remaining. That is my brother in St. Martin. I have no family by my mother's side.
You've gotten that angry?
Matt, I have no family on my mother's side. Only my brother. Because to me, my sister, she had never said nothing on my behalf. Never, ever. How much occasion I've been to her?
Are you speaking with anger? Or you
No, I speak in the truth. How much occasion I go with my sister and tell her, call the power rep and talk to the power rep on my case. Oh, I don't get in the power rep. But if it's for her now, the power rep will show up. You see?
But they say they would say you're the troublesome guy. That they would say.
But everybody will say. Matt, I know from since young, everybody know me as a terrorist in the streets, you know. But I was younger, I was troublesome. I can tell the whole world that. But I passed through a phase in my life and I went to a program. When I was in my younger age, I nearly went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a second chance. And I took it. Just before the hurricane, I went to a cooking course. Well, I was already in the cooking business. I was practically a chef because I work at Lara Creole and I work at Pizza Palace. And when I see this thing, I say, no, like, I can push myself further than that. So I ended up going back a class for that. And that class was sponsored by UNICEF. From offending to achieving. And I was number one in that class. I even had to do...
You change your life around.
Of course. I had to do a video for UNICEF about the course and how the course do. Like, that video get like so much views. People all over the world.
You're saying people want to remember you as that person. The person you were before.
Some people will see me as that person, but some people will say, boy, like you so drastically changed. Yeah. You so drastically changed from how... Because it has some people that didn't know I was my mother family because I was always that guy on the streets. I was always that guy. Oh, because like from young, I always wanted my own way. When you young, fair, you just you.
Yes.
But see, my mother, I'll do something like, but I'll still think of my mother. My mother come and try and beat me in grammar school. And I used to fight the teachers in grammar school.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother come and beat me in grammar school. So you see what I'm talking about?
You really missed her.
Yeah.
She was the closest person to you.
Before the hurricane, Matt, I used to just plant my vegetables and give to my mother to sell. I tell my mother, by January, you don't go and work. Because that was my plan to start a bakery for my mother. Like by the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has changed off. But like my life was done starting to change. I was done starting to check my sin proper. I just built my house. I dig 2 other foundations. One for me to do a 4 open and one for me to start a downstairs, a 1-bedroom apartment. So you see what I tell you? My life was promising before hurricane. I remember some of my friends saying, boy, I want to be like you. Yeah, Point Michelle people I grew up with. You say, boy, they want to be like me. Because they check and see me. I was so troublesome. Look, I build my house, I have my girlfriend, I have my youth. So I just change my life around. And check. Some people wouldn't see it so.
On the telephone, hello, talk to me. We have a few more minutes. Are you there, caller? Yes. Yes, caller.
Hey, good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Yeah, the young man speaking there, and I feel his pain. And so he can get well, it's not the prince anymore, the king, and let him know what go through during that time, the time of the hurricane to now, and let him know he was stabbed by his own prime minister. You understand? That is things you have to be afraid to say, because if the prime minister CEO was about to get help from the king, who was the prince at the time, and cut across and say, I will take care of this guy. By now, my brother, you should be living in one of the biggest mansions that in Mont Daniel. You should be living there, or one build it somewhere for you. That is nonsense. You don't bring down young people like that, right? That's why I always ask to play the song for the young people. Scary is a dream killer. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you very much on the telephone. We don't have too much more time, but we're here. Hello, yes, this is the Friday afternoon.
Yes, that's me again. I want to ask a real important question. Hey, Danny, did you ever, after you faced that kind of loss and vulnerable like that, did you get any help in terms of counseling?
No one ever checked me on my own since after
Was
marriage.
it was never provided for you?
Since after marriage on my own, nobody never checked me.
My brother, because a while ago, Matt asked me if you're speaking from anger from this. Matt, if the guy never got that kind of help when he lost 9 members of his family, what you expect? I don't know. I think we live in, I don't know. So, my brother, this thing is serious. And you're telling me that at that point you're on whatever platform with the prince, and this man, this narcissistic demon that's coming and still the son that he'll take care of you, and not even a little counseling they could provide for you and have you on your own up to this day, without no house, no health, no finances, no nothing. And they think, my brother, you are seeking time bomb as far as I'm concerned, and these people not understanding what they're doing and what they're dealing with. They don't worry about people. And that's what people need to understand, because you are a perfect example of somebody that needs help, in need of help at that vulnerable time. 9 members of the family gone, you standing there alone, and they still playing the normal politics as usual. Dominicans, wake up. Have a good day.
Good day. And just last week, I always remember, Danny saying to me that sometimes you just feel like, ending his life. And there's silence. You always think about that, Danny. I mean, now the thoughts are gone, but, sometimes in your life, you just feel like ending it all.
Yeah, man, to tell you the truth, like, my girlfriend, I have so much praise to give her, I tell you, because that woman, like, sometimes I feel like I just even put too much pressure on her, because maybe of my mind too.
Your mindset.
Yeah, because, like, yeah, man, she's so strong, I tell you, like, and I don't know what I'll do without her. honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But me, the Prime Minister, I can tell you whole world, the Prime Minister try and treat me like a paro. Because I come in your office and you try and give me $1,000. Like, after I lose my whole family, 9 members, like, what is $1,000? You check. What is $1,000?
On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yes, Matt, at last. Yes, good afternoon, Danny. Matt,
Good afternoon.
it's something to hear this young man talk. Matt, you know the man who prevents this young man from getting what he has to get into his best career? Let me tell you something. When he was speaking, he's close to the prince, and this man pull him back. This man just think, well, when he communicates straight to the prince, he will get too many things. So he do what he had to do. That is nonsense. This man that put you the way you are there, my young man. Thank you.
All right. Yesterday, last week, somebody from one of the international papers in London actually spoke to me and wanted to follow that story. I'm going to give her that link, and so she can write in the international papers there and give some attention to that story. She works with some serious newspaper in the London area. Hello, talk to me. Yes, good.
Yes.
Yes, I.
Greetings, my brother. Danny, man, all I have to tell you, more power to you, man. Sir Peltier, thanks for taking my call, man.
Thank you.
I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you know me, but your sister Morian is my cousin. My uncle is a father. And my brother, only you that know what you was going through, like right a hand away. They're screaming for help and you couldn't help them. No matter what they give you, money, houses, that can never take away what you experience. And Matt, you know, the one of the things I account, but 4 days after Maria, I came down to Dominica. And we got a call from the United States through cell phone, through satellite, because no one couldn't get through. My sister had a friend that made, my daughter had a friend. So she used his phone to call me in the States. That's when they told me that what happened to Morian. The brother, Danny's brother that works on the ship, that's the only way he could call and find out is through me. And when he called me, this brother was broken. I didn't know what to tell him because I'm in America. I just got that message. I said, man, that's what I heard. I don't know how it is. The man was real broken. Anyway, 4 days after I came to Dominica, and on the express coming to Dominica, my brother, if the express wasn't built a certain way, maybe it would have collapsed. Because everyone on the express was on that side facing Dominica. And I'm looking at everybody, and tears just falling down everybody's eye on that express, looking at Dominica. You all couldn't experience that from ground, but we on the waters was seeing Dominica. I swear people say Dominica finished. But by the grace of God, we're building up again. But people got to be more vigilant, and we need better governance to build hurricane shelters for the future. And the sad thing about it, my brother, look at the ravine. The ravine to this day is not even dredged. If another storm coming down, Maria didn't take, maybe another one would take it. You see that happen. Denise, you're the power rep. At least dredge the ravine going all the way up. So at least it wouldn't take the rest of this. The ravine, nothing happened to the ravine right now. So it's like these guys and them just wanted blood to shed, man. It's just sad, man. My brother, just stay strong, and whatever it is, you have to raise some funds for you because you need it right now. You know what I'm saying? We will see to it that you get what you deserve, man. But you always remember your mother and them. All right?
All right, caller, thank you very much. Let's see if we can take a voice note. There's so many phone calls at this time. Hello, yes.
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon. Matt, I
afternoon.
came in late. I did not get the start of the interview, but I'm hearing is the same young man.
Yes.
Just recently, the man who has lost so much and the man who has been oppressed so much by the government of Dominica. Matt, I'm wondering if these people have working consciences, Matt, because I cannot understand that a government can be so. Dennis Charles, where are you in all this? Please remember you are a woman and you have a child. You see yourself today, but you don't know what will happen to you tomorrow. And you hear the pain and the suffering of that young man, Denise. Denise, do not call malediction on your child, because karma has a way of coming back. Karma has a way of finding the right address. As for Roosevelt Skerritt himself is a curse to the country. And this is a man who has punished Dominicans, punished them, used their own resources to punish them. How did you get so much money after the hurricane and you treat your vulnerable citizens when they were broken, in pain, they had lost so much? How do you treat your citizens like that, Roosevelt Skerritt? Skerritt, is me talking to you again. Remember, you have children and you see today, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. Man, Skerritt, you will cry, eh? You have to cry, Skerritt, even if you don't cry now, but you will cry in your old days. Because you too wicked, utomeshasti. Matt, I heard you told the young man earlier that persons had asked him to move and he didn't move. But Matt, you forgot when Thompson Fountain and Joshua Francis, One Radio, giving the coordinates of the storm. You forget Roosevelt Skerritt was on the radio station telling them, do not listen to the Bush meteorologist on the other radio station, Matt. So he too has to take the responsibility, Matt. And Matt, if you say you don't remember, it is all hypocritical, because I have brought that up over and over. And Dominicans heard what he said. And Matt, after all, I feel for this man. I don't hear anger, I hear pain. Pain. This man has gone through trauma. And the tears of this man will be the future of Roosevelt Skerritt and his cabal. Tattoo. Thank you, Matt.
On the telephone, we don't have too much time. We'll have to wrap it up in a minute. Are you there, caller? Yes. Hello, talk to me. Yes?
Matt.
Yes, sir. You're back.
No. I tell you, I am after calling on Dennis Charles. Let me tell you something. These people met at C4 Call and Dennis Charles and Skerritt. And right now, this woman's heart is as dark as the demon's heart. These people don't have consciences. Their heart is a dark heart. They live in dark lives. They have dark days and sleepless nights. These people don't care. You're talking about he will cry. There is no crying, because to these people they're not doing wrong. They thrive in chaos and confusion. That's where the demon, the narcissistic demon, thrives, in chaos and confusion. These people don't not see this thing as doing wrong. They're comfortable doing that. They're in control. They like doing that kind of thing. They like to, in other words, the pain that guy is going through, that makes the demon happy. They thrive in chaos and confusion. And when people understand that, you'll know what kind of creature we're dealing with. Have a good day, my brother. My heart goes out to you, and I just watch you on the screen there, and I see in your facial expression and the pain that you're going through.
All right. Hello, thank you, Mervyn. Hello, yes,
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
I struggle to get you, Matt, for donkeys I try. I need to find out the money for the farmers in the shopping, the organic farmers and things, because the prints, I ship the prints and have pictures of the prints, and we see what the panel is saying there is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But I tracking that money. Trust me, I tracking that money, Matt. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Now let's listen to, somebody could send me an audio of Mr. Thompson announcing what happened in Dominica the next day after the hurricane. Let's listen to this.
Still in the parish of St. David. Let's go to the parish of St. David, which is my parish, my village is there. Granford. Significant damage to houses in Granford. Practically destroyed. The road is intact. Most houses are destroyed. Some of the few left have no roofs. Nearly all homes have some damage. with most houses being inhospitable. Okay, so that is the prognosis in ground form. Significant damage to houses.
Dr. Thompson Funkin in tears after one day after the hurricane. So just share that for perspective purposes there. But we'll have to wrap it up in a while. The telephones are just going and going and going. Inundated with phone calls. Are you there? Yes. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, Matt. Good afternoon, Danny. Good afternoon to your listeners. Ella. At least some counseling for that young boy. Matt, my heart hearing this afternoon. Matt, my heart is raging this afternoon because I really feel that young man pain. 9 family members, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and no counseling. After all, I really feel that man pain. Matt, my heart is raging, Matt, raging. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. 449-3095-96. Danny in tears at this time. I can tell the emotion, and of course we'll wrap it up in a few minutes. So I'm hoping that something can be done for this young man. Hello, talk to me, yes? Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
I want to tell the young man sorry for his loss, but Dominicans must understand certain psychological conditions that occur, such as narcissism. We must make sure that the people we elect into office are not narcissists, because they cannot love. They have learned to pretend how to love, but they cannot love. Remember, the gentleman said that Roosevelt Skerritt hugged him in front of the prince in the first interview. But this is just show bottle because he wants the money from the prince. And he's using the young man at that point. He himself is not thinking he's doing anything wrong. It's just the way that narcissists behave. So be careful who we vote into office. It is important. It is not a matter of getting a few dollars and casting your vote. You must vote for the benefit of all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Our final call, and then we'll wrap it up with Mr. Danny Williams. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Yes, Matt, it's me again.
Yes.
I heard you say that you had communication with somebody from England yesterday.
Yesterday, some reporter, journalist, yes.
Matt, keep in touch because you never know that person can get in touch with the prince, the king.
Yes, actually, I will share this story, with that international journalist, writes for a serious big paper in London, based in Jamaica, though. I was scheduled to be on the ground last week, but because of previous engagements, I had to move on. But I will share the story, and I'm sure this is not the end. On the telephone, yes, our final call for the afternoon. Talk to me, yes? Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there? Nobody there. Nobody there. Come back.
Boy, I had a dream. Boy, once I had a dream.
It appears that a number of persons saying we should do some fundraising for Danny. We'll try to organize it going forward, okay?
They can either empower the young people.
Let me give Danny a few minutes to dry his wipe the tears away.
Ambition and potential to be the best we can be. So, Mr. PM, what's going on? You know we try, distance taking down. You created an illusion, an imagination of a bright, prosperous, wealthy nation. Some call you a mama guy, I call you a heartbreaker and a dream killer. We had plenty hope, but now we can't cope.
Make it quick. We've got to go. Make it quick. Hello, yes.
Good afternoon. So long, I'm trying. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Yes?
Yes, I am Gershon Baron Waters.
Oh, okay.
I sympathize with you.
Yeah, man, blessings.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Danny, before we go, any final comments? I know everybody seemed very emotional and a lot of phone calls are still coming in then. What do you want to do after this?
Me, I can continue speaking my mind. That is one thing. For me personally, I want the prince to hear my message. Because I know if he hear that message, he can remember me. Because I know he remember coming down Maria time. And I know he can recall when that his associate brought me to him in front of the Prime Minister. And when that Prime Minister made that so-called huge promise to take care of me. And the Prime Minister, I still waiting for you. Yeah.
So many bent over this to study.
Well, I'm hoping that story can
Especially those who support the party. Them workers work
will be shared with
their parents.
international journalists, and finally it could get to
But every time Felicia come on
the prince himself, who's now a king, huh?
the thing she exposing makes me want to cry. I wonder why you acting so like and how my kids getting by.
As I said, I was in direct contact with an international journalist who seemed very eager to share that story in one of England's biggest papers.
You did, and more promising.
Until Monday, I'm gone. Danny, any final comments before you go?
Well, I just want to say thanks for all the people who have been calling me, encouraging me to stay strong. Yeah, blessings to you. I'm ready.
Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you. Stay strong, Dan.
Mental health while you busy getting well. You're a dream killer. NEP working for small money. You're a dream killer. You present a lot of things we believed in you. Now our life passing by, nothing coming through. It is so embarrassing while you there smiling. There's that grumbling, she called it with him. Hey. Oh, you feel it, I had a dream. I have a dream. With hard work and determination, we can reach our destination through access to capital, education, mentorship. But consider yourself as a young man, stuck in the cycle of stagnation, where corruption creates limitation and overwhelming sense of frustration. Every day he faces the harsh reality. He cannot provide for his family, losing his dignity and his sanity while still waiting for his opportunity. Some call you a blood sucker, I call you a heartbreaker and a dream killer. We had plenty hope